Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Anis Iziana binti Muhammad Zamri with the student ID 2025485466. For our STA416 group assignment, we are conducting a research about a descriptive study on transport accident death by age group in Selangor. Before we moving on to our introduction, let me introduce you my other two group members.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Hidayatul Mardia binti Zulkifli. My student ID is 2025486894.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir bin Amuddin. My student number is 2025 471 208.
Okay, so now let's take a look to the introduction. Selangor has been the most populous and economically developed state in Malaysia, likely faces a unique set of death challenges influenced by the density of people causes heavy traffic and many vehicles, which cause road traffic accidents. These conditions make people much more likely to die from road traffic accidents. So our problem statement is, road accidents have become a major cause of death worldwide. In Malaysia, road accidents remain one of the top causes. Selangor, being the most populated and busiest state, faces a higher risk due to heavy traffic. Knowing how transport accident deaths are distributed across age groups in Selangor, it can help to identify high-risk groups and plan better safety measures. This study looks at the patterns of the transport accident deaths among different age groups in the state.
Objective. So here we have three objectives to achieve. First, to provide baseline information for public and government planning, prevention, and promotion initiative in Selangor. Second, to look pattern, trend, and behavior of transport accidents across different age groups in Selangor. Third, to identify the age group has leading the highest or lowest number in transport accident in Selangor.
So let's move on to the data description. For this study, we use secondary data obtained from the Department of Statistics Malaysia, DOSM. The dataset includes the number of transport accident cases among age groups in Selangor. This information allows us to identify which age range is the most frequently involved in transport incidents. The data was selected because it is reliable, recent, and provides a clear basis for understanding accident trends among adults in Selangor. So as you can see, here is the data, the screenshot of the data, and the link is provided there. So the sample size is the data set consists of 7 different age groups ranging from 15 to 49 years old, representing the distribution of transport accident cases in Selangor. The tools that we use is Microsoft Excel and Canva. The data is group data, which class intervals of equal width ranging from 14.5 to 49.5. We use histogram to show how frequently different ranges of transport accident deaths occur across the age groups. This helps to identify which age groups have higher or lower numbers of deaths and makes it easier to compare the distribution visually. So there are two variables for this data research. For the age group, the variable is qualitative, which is categorical. It refers to the age categories such as 15 to 19 years old, 20 to 24 years old, 25 to 29 years old, etc. These categories are arranged in a meaningful order from younger to older groups. The second one is transport accidents, and the variable is quantitative, which is discrete, the total number of people who die in transport accidents within each age group, and it is a numerical data obtained by counting whole individuals.
Methodology. This study used a quantitative descriptive method to examine how transport accident deaths are distributed by age group in Selangor. The dataset includes 7 age categories from 50 to 19 years old and 55 to 59 years old, with a total of 573 recorded. If we use Microsoft Excel to create table and frequency tables since more convenient to write the data, while Canva is used to create history. Since our data was categorized, it was easy for us to detect patterns and trends in the frequency distribution.
Alright, hi. Let's continue with the research. This is our histogram that we research about transport accident death by age group in Selangor. The highest number of transport accident death occurs in the 20 to 24 age group. The 50 and 90 age group follows, showing that many victims are teenagers and young adults. The number of deaths gradually decreased as age increased. Middle age group, such as 35 and 40 to 44 have noticeably fewer cases. There is a slight increase again in the 45 to 49 age group, but it is still lower than in younger groups. Overall, the histogram shows that younger age group 50 to 29 are the most vulnerable to transport accidents. The trend suggests that risky behavior and greater exposure on the road are a major factor among youth. Let's continue with other slide. Alright, next I will talk about the mode, mean, median, and standard deviation. The model age class is 20 to 24 years, meaning this age group record the highest number of accident deaths. This age group represents young adults who are more likely to engage in high-risk road behavior, such as speeding, night driving, or riding motorcycles. For the mean age of transport accident victims is approximately 29 years old. This means that on average, fatalities occur mostly among individuals in their late 20s. This reflects that people in this age range are highly active on the road, often traveling for work, education, or social activities. The median age is 27 years old, which again falls within the younger adult category. This confirms that at least half of all transport accidents that involve individuals below the age of 27. For the standard deviation is approximately 10 years. This shows that while most cases cluster around the late teens to early 30s, there is still a spread of fatality across older age groups. Okay, next. Alright, for 5 number summary, minimum is 50 deaths. For quarter 1, 61 deaths. Median, 74 deaths. Quarter 3, 109 deaths. Maximum, 124 deaths. Insight, that count increases steadily across age group, with the highest values in older age. Positive skewness indicate the distribution is right skewed. Majority of age group record lower deaths. A few age group, older age, have much higher deaths, stretching to the right tail. In fact, the transport accident deaths are concentrated among older age group. So I will pass to the Anis for the next slide. Thank you.
Last but not least, here are the conclusions. For the key findings, we found that the data is positively skewed. This means that the mean of the data is 29, which is greater than median 27 and the mode 21. For the highest frequency in this data is in the range of 19.5 to 24.5 interval, which the frequency is 124. Next, the mode and median better represent the typical value than the mean due to the skewness. The last one is in Selangor-specific studies, a significant proportion of fatalities involve younger age groups, often cited as those between 16 to 30 years old or specifically 21 to 25 years old. For the interesting findings, we found that the fatalities often involve employed young Malay male drivers with more than 5 years of driving experience. Younger drivers, which below 30 years old, are more prone to exhibiting higher risk behaviors compared to the older drivers, such as distraction by mobile phones while driving. The last one, elderly road users such as drivers aged 50 and above or elderly pedestrians face unique risks due to the age-related declines in physical and cognitive abilities, which slower reaction times, diminish vision, making them increasingly vulnerable. So for the usefulness of analysis for this research, the identification of the high-risk age group, which is young adults, allows policymakers to develop highly specific and focused safety campaigns, such as campaigns promoting helmet usage, defensive riding, and anti-distraction for young drivers. And the last one is this research helps in fully understanding trends in age groups that lead to the highest death rates. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.